Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust with 31 Triple Doppler.
All right, Taylor, we need to be very weather aware as we approach the latter part of the week.
Yeah, this will be our first true extreme heat wave of the season for North Alabama. So far, summer hasn't been too hot, but that is changing right now and definitely is going to change by the second half of this week. Today, pretty typical summer day with highs in the low 90s. Right now it's 74 in Huntsville. Humidity beginning to rise to some extent, and that is a trend we will continue to see over the coming days. It's 70 right now in Scottsboro, 72 in Decatur, and Muscle Shoals checking in at 75. For tonight, 66 our forecast low, very similar to what we saw last night. Mainly clear skies, dry conditions, and light winds out of the northeast. Here's how tomorrow's going to shake out. We'll see a quick warm up to 88 by noon. Afternoon will be spent in the low and, for some of you, mid 90s. Heat index will be a few degrees higher than the actual forecast temperature. So 94 your forecast high in Huntsville and Decatur, as well as Moulton. 95 in Muscle Shoals, not quite as hot farther east in Fort Payne with a high of 91. Now Thursday is when the dangerous heat starts to arrive. Triple digits expected in Huntsville and in Muscle Shoals. If you don't get to 100, you're going to be awfully close. Either way, it's going to be dangerously hot out there, especially when you factor in the higher humidity, and it's going to get even hotter by Friday. This will likely be our hottest day of this heat wave, up to 103 in Moulton, 100 in Athens, 101 expected in Coleman as we wrap up the work week. Those dew points are on the rise. Mid-60s for the dew points on Wednesday will put us in the humid category, and then we get to the steamy category of low 70 dew points on Thursday into Friday. So you factor that in. The heat indices tomorrow will be around the mid to upper 90s for most of us, and then even more dangerous as we head into Thursday. By the mid-afternoon, we're looking at heat index numbers that could eclipse 110 in a couple spots. That will be most likely around the Shoals, but even in Huntsville, upwards of 110 for the heat index will be possible on Thursday, and we're expecting basically a repeat of that on Friday. Dangerous heat expected for the entirety of North Alabama as we wrap up this week. 31 Triple Doppler is all dry this evening. It's going to stay that way tonight and likely will remain dry on Wednesday. Our next possibility of some storms is going to be late in the day on Thursday into Thursday evening. A cluster of storms will likely move through Tennessee and is most likely to move into Georgia, but the western edge of this may clip northeast Alabama, and with all the heat and humidity in place, it is something we'll have to watch for the potential of strong storms to affect areas east of I-65 late in the day on Thursday into Thursday evening. Now, hopefully we can avoid severe weather with that and just get a nice cool down from the rain. That would be welcome after all the heat that is going to build on Thursday afternoon. As far as rain chances go the rest of this week, isolated shower and storm chances on Friday, most likely late in the afternoon into the evening, but those are not expected to be terribly widespread. As a cold front gets a little bit closer, we're going to have more lift in the atmosphere to trigger more showers and storms, so they become a little bit more widespread on Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, and we will keep that threat for showers and storms going on Sunday as well. With that wet weather coming in, that will lead to a gradual cool down. Despite the decent chances for storms, we are still expecting highs in the mid-90s on Sunday, but those will fall to the low 90s by next Monday and on the 4th of July, and we'll hover with highs right around 90 degrees for most of next week with daily shower and storm chances. So after this dry, hot stretch to close out this week, we'll swing back toward that typical summer pattern with average high temperatures and daily storm chances around the Tennessee Valley.
When we get to Thursday, will it be like a muggy kind of heat, or is it going to?
Yeah, not a dry heat, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's why the heat index is going to be so high.
Yeah.